had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Tennessee Titans and the Washington Commanders. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, further down the line channel. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
His size is a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They run with the Alabama rookie. That's Brian Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he cuts the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And it's 3-0 Washington. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Henry again on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
To try again after the sack. Tannehill. It's caught by Mark Ingram.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they're looking third down as a manageable situation. Where they have a much better chance of picking up.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Now Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Touchdown, Titans. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Third down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw is Tannehill. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Howell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And he'll go down at the 28. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So here we go, 4th down, Howell.
Thomas brings it in. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, Howell looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have retaken the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the count. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Titans. Deshaun Jackson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The slot man in motion right.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
And Howell will throw it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Throwing here, Howell. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd down, Howell back to pass.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Washington on 3rd down.
Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Titans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
They begin with Henry. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, here's Henry.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into commanded territory.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tannehill.
Quick slant here to Woods. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
And the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Draw play. Ingram now. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
Here's Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Bullock's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Robinson up the middle.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. Able to slither by. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Intercepted by the Titans. They'll take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Carry now for Derrick Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
13 yards on the play.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 39, Heineke. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On third down, Heineke. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Heineke now on second down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here's another first and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Gibson here running out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. One more time with Gibson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is third and goal. Now Heineke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Sly able to put this one through. And that'll move them back within 6 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, They may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Henry again on second down.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Second and 12. Second down and a run by Robinson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing and run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here's Heineke.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tannehill on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Viking 18. Buffalo 18.
And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Heineke now. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
They'll go. It's Gibson finding space at the 40.
And some room to roam now. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop them right there at the line of scrimmage or make a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Instead, they get just enough of a hole chopped, and you're thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels. Then you become a chaser instead of a tackler.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Throwing. Heineke.
This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Here we go on 4th down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop it for a 2nd straight play.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down.
Heineke. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On the set.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Heineke. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Fourth down, Heineke.
That's to his running back, complete.
And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have the Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. He's back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
To throw is Heineke. And a huge mistake late. It's intercepted.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. But Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over, but sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
So for Tennessee, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.